I think. Okay, hold on. Let me put this right here. Okay.
Okay. I got out of God because I don't know what's happening. Okay. So let me try to introduce you because I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Okay. So welcome to the most offensive church this side of the universe, the party pen. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said, because he did not fucking say that. This is God's unofficial biography, Das Bible, as read by yours truly, the most awesomest saint of awesome, your personal superstone sage, Saint Nikki K the Great, and I am awesome. And it looks like I'm ready to go. Yeah. So, okay. So, let me see. Share screen. What screen are we sharing? Oh, this one. Yeah. And then we're going to do it this way. Maybe we'll have to do it a different way. Let me see. Yep. So we're not going to be able to go out in the universe. As a matter of fact, you know what? Yes, we are. So if anybody. Oh, okay. It's reconnected. Anyway, we are on Ecclesiastes. Oh, Chris, I'm so glad you're here. Let me scroll down here so I can see you. Because I'm having such a hard time. Hey, awesome. I'm glad. That means I might not be shadow banned so much anymore. I guess I'm doing what the overlords want. So we're on Ecclesiastes 6. Chris, don't hate me if I ruin this for you. Okay? I mean, I probably won't ruin that for you. But, whatever. Yep. Yeah, it's rare because I've been shadow banned for a while. So let's thank heavens that you got notified. Maybe other people will get notified and they'll show up. Look, I feel like all this reconnection shit on there is terrible, stupid. So we're going to do it this way. All right, that's God, Jesus putting his sunglasses on to drive the party pen around the universe. Yeah, that's what we're fucking doing. And then we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Chris, share my content now, please. Like, share my content because it'll be helpful to me. Okay, I'm glad you want my reaction because you're gonna get it because I don't remember reading this book. And I've been through the Bible at least one time, and I don't remember this. So it's better that I read books that I don't remember reading. Next, I gotta read the story of Jesus though, because that was the next thing requested. So I got to read it because it was requested and it will actually help someone. And it's someone that actually shows up. Just share me on your social medias. It don't matter. I realize people don't want to be associated with my channel. That's why y'all come to my channel. And people don't need to see my crazy self. But actually, people do. People need God, especially now. So even if you get shit for being on my channel, at least one of your friends will show up. Miss Muddy got at least 6 people to come. But for some reason, they quit chatting in my chat and only lurk. So there's that. And I get the most views after I've made my live stream. So it's whatever. Share it and tell them come and chat. Say I'm your spiritual advisor. Drunken Wizard did that once and someone showed up asking if I was a spiritual advisor, but I told her no. It turns out you shouldn't tell people no. If you're doing God shit, be like, yeah, I'm a spiritual advisor. I'm the fucking shit. But we are on Ecclesiastes 6, and it says, there is an evil in which I have seen under the sun, and it is common among men. A man to whom God has given riches and wealth and honor, so that he lacks nothing for himself, all he desires. Yet God does not give him power to eat of it. But a foreigner consumer, oh, but a foreigner consumes it. This is vanity, and it is an evil affliction. Um, But I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Is that kind of like a poker game where like a man with a little bit of money wins the pot and then everybody shoots him dead because he won? Isn't that fucked up? Okay. Chris, is that what it is? Maybe. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just going to read. Okay. If a man begets 100 children and lives many years, so that, never mind, but his soul is not satisfied with goodness, and indeed he has no burial. I already read this yesterday. I say that a stillborn child is better than he, for it comes in vanity and departs in darkness, and its name is covered with darkness, though it has not seen the sun or known anything. This has more than that man, even if he lives 1,000 years twice, but has not seen goodness. Do they all go to one place? See, this is what I said yesterday. Is that saying babies go to hell? Hold on. Let me read what you said. Maybe I shouldn't. Um, maybe I should save the chats, but I really want to know what you said. I guess I can't do that. It's rare. Okay. Right here. Okay. Vanity is a distraction, focusing on early pursuits over something better. You think that's what that means? I also think that's what that means. Okay. Affliction. Okay. And then we're here. All the labor of man is for his youth, and yet the soul is not satisfied. For what more has the wise, wait, for what more has the wise man than the fool? What? Okay. What does the poor man have who knows how to walk before the living? Better is the sight of the eyes than the wandering of desire. This also is vanity and grasping for the wind. Now you're just saying shit. Now he's just being mad. Like, now he's just being mad at whatever that means. He's like, poor people are better, rich people suck. He's just being mad. Okay. Whatever one is has been named already, for it is known that this is man, whatever one is. He has been named already, for it is known that the man, and he cannot contend with him who is mightier than he, since there are many things that increase vanity. How is man the better? What? What does that mean? Yes, yes, as a matter of fact, it is. He's writing about a poker game. Okay. For who knows what is good for man in life all the days of his vain life, which he passes like a shadow? Who can tell a man what will happen after him under the sun? You can kind of infer what's going to happen after you die. Like, you know, the people you're leaving behind. You kind of know if they're going to have a good or bad life. That's not hard to figure out. And if you're going to heaven or hell is not really hard to figure out either. You know what kind of person you are. But like, you kind of could think of it like you can win the poker thing down here and get all the money, and it doesn't matter. Yeah, I think that is kind of what this is saying. It doesn't matter. He's so depressed. Okay, so we really are on chapter 7. We really can take a break for a second because chapter 7 is long as fuck. I want to finish smoking this joint. Okay. Okay. Let's see. A good name is better than precious ointment. Okay, I have a bad name. And the day of death than the day of one's birth. Better to go to the house of mourning than the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will take it to heart. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by a sad countenance the heart is made better. Because everyone around you is going to be fake. This shit right here is why motherfuckers will throw a party for someone who just got out of prison. And then why people go back to prison. Because people give them a party when they get out. And then everything is all good until they get arrested for a probation violation. But nobody threw me a fucking party when I got out of jail. That's probably why I didn't go back to jail. Although, shit might have been better if I went back to jail on some real shit. Hold on. The heart is made better. The heart of the wise in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools in the house of mirth. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. For like the cracking of thorns under a pot, so is the laughter of the fool. This is also vanity. What? Okay. Surely oppression destroys a wise man's reason, and a bribe debases the heart. Yeah. This is often thought of like to find something that brings you joy. Find a reason to live. Do something you enjoy doing. And then everything else will be good, but you got to be happy. Do something you enjoy and then start making money off of it. And then you're totally clear. Okay. The end of a thing is better than its beginning. The patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Do not hasten your spirit to be angry, for anger rests in the bosom of fools. Do not say, why were the former days better than these? Everybody says that. For you do not inquire wisely concerning this. Yep, that's right. That's everybody right now. That is everybody right now. Wisdom is good with an inheritance and profitable to those who see the sun. For wisdom is a defense, as money is a defense. But the excellence of knowledge is that wisdom gives to those who have it. Oh, wisdom gives life to those who have it. Consider the work of God, for whom can make straight what he has made crooked. In the day of prosperity, be joyful, but in the day of adversity, consider. Surely God has appointed the one as well as the other, so that man can find nothing that will not come. What? So that the man can find out nothing that will come after him. You pretty much know, though. You know the people you're leaving behind. Again, this is some depression shit. Because Solomon is so wise, but he doesn't write that. He writes this instead. And this is some depressing ass shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay. 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 Chris, I'm going to answer you right now. It's saying the same thing in different ways. Yep. Right. This is often thought of as the early. Yes. The antidote is find something that makes you happy. With greater knowledge comes greater sorrow. Yes. But it's so fucking depressing. And you can stop a lot of that by doing things you enjoy and staying away from people that you don't enjoy. Okay. Anything else before I keep going? I have seen everything in my days of vanity. There is a man. Oh my God. I need a magnifying glass. There is a just man who perishes in his righteousness, and there is a wicked man who prolongs his life in wickedness. That's exactly what I've been saying. Only happy people die early. The wicked people, they pickle their soul with anger. Happy people don't pickle their soul. And when you get pickled, you get preserved. Right? So you're preserving your soul in hatred. That's why when a lot of people turn to Christ and they find their happiness, they get robbed or they die or they live really good and then terrible shit happens to them. And it because God needs happy people in heaven. And Satan needs angry people down here trying to do or do an angel boot camp. So when the angels come down here, because they need to go through the boot camp to see if they want to be evil or good, God immediately takes the happy people because Jesus already said the other side is winning. That's why he was down here gathering people that were like on the fence and people that didn't fit in and people that were foul mouthed, people like us. He was going to them to show them the way to be happy. But anyway, um, where am I at? Okay, I was right there. Do not be overly righteous, nor be overly wise. Yeah, because people seriously hate you for that. Absolutely hate you for that. Yes, they, people really hate you for that, especially if you're smarter than them and then you show it. People get really angry about that. Hi, General Piggy. Okay. Why should you destroy yourself? Exactly what I just said. Okay. Do not be overly wicked, nor overly foolish. Why should you die before your time? And remember, the time is like Jesus said. You got to have great, you got to make it all the way through. All the way through. Can't be doing evil shit. You can't be doing things of the world, or you go to back of line. And God never gets to back of line. And that's why I was so fucked up about my Aunt Mary, because she is going to the back of the line. And I know the fucking rules. And she is not getting into heaven, and it's really sad. No, we're past that. We're past that. We're in chapter 7. You are already here for chapter 1. I'll read it at the end. You're not dumb, Chris. You're ill informed. That's why God brought you to my channel when you looked up Bible shit. So you're learning. Don't worry. No getting past it. Listen, we'll do it at the end. I promise. And Chris, you're not dumb. Okay. Where am I at? Why should you die? It is good. It is good. You grasp this. And also do not remove your hand from the other. For he who fears God will escape them all. Real quick. Real quick. Damn, I just forgot it that quick. Never mind. Wisdom strengthens the wise more than the rulers of the city. That's why people get mad at you if you're too wise. Yeah, especially the government. They will hurt you for sure. More than 10 rulers of the city, for there is not a just man on earth who does good and does not sin. Also, do not take to heart everything people say, lest you hear your servant cursing you. Do not take heart everything people say, lest you hear your servant cursing you. Oh, yeah, this used to be a thing where, like, the Slaves would curse the people sometimes. All this I have proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise. But it was far from me. As for that which is far off and exceedingly deep, who can find out? I applied my heart to know, to search and seek out wisdom and the reason of things, to know the wickedness of folly, even foolishness, madness. And I find more bitter than death. Yep, absolutely on point. The woman whose heart is snares and nets, whose hands are fetters. He who pleases God shall escape from her. Oh my God. That is me. I need to learn to be better at life. But the sinner shall be trapped by her. Here is what I have found, says the preacher. That's the TED Talk giver, Solomon. He had like a mega thing going on. Adding one thing to the other to find out the reason which my soul seeks, but I cannot find. It sounds like somebody I know. One man among 1,000 I have found, and you will too. His name is Jesus. But a woman among all these things I have not found. Yeah, but you married like 7,000 of them. Are you crazy? Okay. Truly, this only I have found, that God made man upright, but they have sought many schemes. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so what else, Chris? What else, General Piggy? And you have to talk to me if you want me to read your thingamabob, because I want to know what people think. And like, you know, I deserve that. I go through all this reading. Talk to me. I think you already had me read this before. Oh, yeah. Chris just said that a minute ago. For in hold on. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he who increases wisdom increases sorrow. Yeah, that's kind of what he was saying. I read it. Do you want me to read it? I don't know. I want you to say something to me. Let me see things. Man, I can't make it bigger. I'll make it bigger, I think. Oh yeah, this is how to make it bigger. Did you hear me read your thing? Your thingamabob. Damn, Chris, did you go and take your trash out again? You just call yourself dumb and then run off. Somebody's secretly watching. You should talk to me because these guys ain't talking to me. Um, just listening. Well, stop just listening. We're all done. Tell me words. You talk. I listen. Well, I'm already done. Wait, how many minutes have I even been on here? I don't know. 42 minutes. I guess I could read one more chapter. Fine. You guys suck. I'll read another chapter. Oh my listen. My toe hurts so bad. But actually I ran some water on it. It made it feel better. But it was terrible. Yeah. How is your stupid toe? It is better. But man, it hurt so bad. Is that animal behavior? Hey, I thought it was. And you pie faced her. Okay. So you wanna I guess we'll do chapter 8. So you lay down and go to sleep. You guys lay down and go to sleep. I'll read chapter 8, but then I'm gonna go because you guys make me feel awkward, but not as awkward as nobody here. So don't go anywhere. Okay. Chapter 8. Who is like a wise man, and who knows the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom makes his face shine, and the sternness of his face is change. Oh, yeah, when people smile. Oh, yeah. Okay. I say, keep the king's commandment for the sake of your oath to God. Do not be hasty to go from his presence. Do not take your stand for an evil thing, for he does whatever pleases him. Where the word of a king is, there is power. I don't like that. I don't like that. The noise just went through my headphones. I I don't like that. These ghosts are getting funny. I have a ghost, his name is John Smith. Well, I gave him that name, but I feel like he just tried to fuck me up through my headphones. I don't like that. Uh-uh. I don't like that. Can you still hear me? I'm gonna assume you can still hear me, but I did not. I do not like that. John Smith Ghost, I told ya. I'll call Jesus. Don't think I won't. I told you. Don't be fucking with me. This is why I don't watch paranormal movies, especially in my house. I don't like that shit because ghosts try to be funny. But, mm-mm, mm-mm. I did not. I did not. No. That really just fucked me up. Mm-mm, no. Nobody's telling you to leave. But is that what just went through my headphones? Because that was fucked up. Yeah, I know. That's what I told him. I will call fucking Jesus if they try any funny shit. And I only have one ghost. His name is John Smith. He pauses my videos sometimes. If I go in the other room, my video will pause. And I find that very clever and very funny. But this fucking headphone shit that just happened right now, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Sorry. I'm going to keep reading. You guys got to listen to me read because, nope, nope, nope. We're going to keep reading. I'm going to just start over. You can hear me, right? Chris, you're fucking with me, right? Or did he leave? Do I gotta look at how many people are here? Okay, it don't fucking matter. But we're gonna start over because I didn't like that. Man. Okay. Keep reading. Keep reading, Nikki. God. Do you know what that was? You probably know what that was. But you're here, right? Okay. Who is like a wise man? And who knows the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom makes his face shine, and the sternness of his face is changed. I say, keep the commandment for the sake of your oath to God. Do not be hasty to go from his presence. Do not take your stand for an evil thing, for he does whatever pleases him. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say to him, what you doing? Okay. He who keeps his command will experience nothing harmful, and a wise man's heart discerns both time and judgment, because for every matter there is a time and judgment. Though the misery of a man increases greatly, for he does not know what will happen. So who can tell him when it will occur? No one has power over the spirit to retain the spirit, and no one has power in the day of death. There is no release from that war. And wickedness will not deliver those who are given to it. All this I have seen and applied my heart to every work that is done under the sun. There is a time in which one man rules over another to his own hurt. Then I saw the wicked buried who come and gone from the place of holiness, and they were forgotten in the city where they had so done. This is also vanity, because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set them to do evil. Though a sinner does evil 100 times, and his many days are prolonged, because he pickled his soul, yet I surely know that it will be well with those who fear God, who fear before him, but it will not be well with the wicked, for he prolong his days, which are a shadow, because he does not fear God. There is vanity which occurs on earth, that there are just men to whom it happens according to the work of the wicked. Again, there are wicked men to whom it happens according to the work of the righteous. I say this also is vanity. So I commend enjoyment, because a man has nothing better under the sun than to eat, drink, and be merry. For this will remain with him in his labor all the days of his life, which God gives him under the sun. Babe, I gotta tell you something. No, I'll tell you in a minute after I'm done. When I applied my heart to know wisdom, to see the business that is done on earth, though one sees no sleep day or night, then I saw all the work of God, that man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun. For though a man labors to discover it, he will not find it. Moreover, though a wise man attempts to know it, he will not be able to find it. So, what is up? That's the end of chapter 8. I don't want to put my headphones back on ever again. But I know even if I get new headphones, it's not going to work. So, did my stream actually die? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Me too, actually. Actually, I am too. Oh my god, chapter 10 or chapter 9 is long also. This is going to be fun. It's like reading Proverbs. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing in the morning time. Maybe after Neo, I'll do a Psalms and Proverb every day. What do you think about that, General Piggy, Chris? I go live in the morning to read Psalms and Proverbs because I'll read those by themselves so we don't have to read them. I'll do one a day. Or maybe I can make a video and just put out a video. I don't know. It's getting late. My meds are kicking in. And Chris, you don't have to thank me. It's not a big deal. I needed to start doing something different anyway. So I'm glad that you got me out of whatever kind of fucking bullshit I was in, not knowing what to do. So I'm glad because now we can pick different stories to read. You know what I mean? It'll be great. We'll find there's all kinds of stories in here. Absalom, David, Hezekiah, just all sorts of shit. But I mean, like different books or whatever. It's cool. But we do gotta go to bed because my meds are kicking in and I want to eat pretzels. Yeah, I should eat some pretzels. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat some pretzels and some sunflower butter. Look, I got the sunflower butter. I don't know if you can see it. Because it's even better than peanut butter. So, it's amazing. I'm about to go dip some pretzels in that and have an amazing night. And I'm gonna tell Dustin all about the ghost talking through my fucking headphones. Yeah, I'm gonna watch this over and laugh at myself for that shit. But something happened in my headphones and it fucked me up and freaked me out. Okay, you're coming back tomorrow, right? All right, I love you. Good night. Give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass. It'll be so awesome. General Piggy, what are you doing? Are you going to bed? I'm gonna wait for you to answer, sort of. I mean, I don't know how long a delay is on here. Um, I guess it's a long time. I don't know. Oh, and General Piggy. We're almost done with this Ecclesiastes book, so we'll go on to the story of Jesus. But I mean, I got a question. Are you only want to do one book, or you want to do the whole story? Because I call that book 2 of the Bible. So do you want to read book 2 or only one chapter or one book? Actually, you know what? The story of Jesus is the all the books. So never mind, because I'll read all the books. Yep. And actually, it's my favorite thing to preach. Even though it's so sad, it is my favorite thing to preach. So I appreciate it. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here. So give the pillows some head and the sheets some ass. Have a postcoital cigarette, smoke a bowl, and then have the sweetest dreams ever. I love you so much, General Piggy. You are my favorite person in the world. Yeah, there you go. I love you. Good night.